Welcome back. Mrs. Dubose's Last Wish, The Art of Embracing Suffering, is a book that uses its characters to tackle big issues, including suffering, mental health, and more. And here to tell us more about this book is the author, Thomas Fellows. Good morning.
Yes, Lauren, thanks so much for having me. I appreciate it.
We appreciate you having you here. You're from Houston, or from Atlanta originally,
Yes.
living in Houston, so you made quite the trip to come here.
I did.
And you're quite the accomplished author. You were telling me you're just 32 years old,
Yes.
and you have written quite a few books.
Yes, I've written 9 books. The most recent book, I wrote the majority of it in just 17 days.
Wow. Wow. What about this book really stands out to you?
Well, I would say when you think about pain, the more pain you go through, the more empathy you have. And the more empathy you have, the better off you're able to read people. So I'm also in technology sales, and I could potentially make 7 figures this year working just 15 hours a week. And I do so because my mentor, Bill McDermott, the CEO of ServiceNow, taught me how to sell with empathy. And the guy literally came from the lower middle class and made $63 million in 2019, $25 million in 2020. So know that next time you go through pain, you'll make the world a better place and be more successful in your job.
Wow. What can people take away from this book? What are some of the lessons that you have in here?
I would say that, David Brooks talks about how we shoot for happiness, but we're formed through suffering. He also says recovering from suffering is different from recovering from disease. I'm literally on 5 medications as we speak for mental health. I have bipolar, OCD, and ADD. And I knew, after I went to the psychiatric ward in Emory for 10 or 11 days, that when I was at the mental illness rehab facility at Skyland Trail, I knew that I had an advantage over people because I had been through so much. And, we're dealing with COVID, we're dealing with the Ukrainian crisis now. Just know that, as the old adage says, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
It gives you hope. I mean, this book
Yes.
should give people hope that they can overcome their
Yes.
challenges. Where can people find this book? Where can they find you, follow you?
Yes, my website is thfellows.com, and this book can be purchased at Barnes & Noble and also Amazon, and 100% of the profits are going to suicide awareness to NAMI.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. I think this is a book that can help a lot of people, and we appreciate
Yes.
you making
Thanks
time
so much for
us.
having me. I appreciate it. I hope you
Thank
enjoy it.
We will. Thank you. We'll be right back.